Hello, friends, and welcome back to VHS. I'm your host, Jesse, and we're back with more of our Bond trailer reactions. We find ourselves in an odd little time here at the end of the Pierce Brosnan era, so buckle up. Sure, Lion. I love it.
As the countdown begins to the 21st century.
Oh, I forgot. It's 1999. Every movie coming out is referencing the turn of the millennium and the fact that at this point in time, a lot of us are pretty sure Y2K is going to destroy all of society. Everyone's buying duct tape and water bottles. But
good to know there is still one
there's
number you
still
can
one
always
number.
count on.
I knew it was going to be 7.
Bond. Bond.
We need to set the table real quick. This is the tale of two Bond girls. Sophie Marceau from Braveheart, just hot off of Braveheart, classy, angelic, beautiful lady, and Denise Richards, hot off of Wild Things, which is a different kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Bond.
Oh boy. Do we like the purple tinted shades there?
Just say hello like a normal person.
Hagrid's back.
Bernard is behind this.
He will die along with everyone in this.
Yikes, talk about a moment in time.
Terrorists.
His only goal is chaos.
I sent 009
Robert
to kill
Carlyle.
Bernard. He put a bullet in his head. That bullet's still there.
The World Is Not Enough is, I think, to my mind, please, I hope this is not offensive, one of the worst of all of these. One of the absolute worst. And I'm feeling like watching this trailer, I'm feeling a weird need to be of the moment. We have Sophie Marceau, Denise Richards, and Robert Carlyle, who basically aren't making movies anymore, right? But in this one moment, all three of them were really hot in their careers. That feels un-Bond. That feels a little un-Bond. I could be wrong. Maybe you'll tell me like, well, listen, you know, Grace Jones was hot when they did View to a Kill. Okay, fine. Grace Jones, though, iconic. We're talking about 3 main characters in this Bond that won't last another 4 or 5 years of movie making. So maybe there's something to that.
He feels no pain. He can push himself harder, longer than any normal man.
Feels no pain. That's right. He is the plot to the currently in theaters film Novocaine. Basically.
Don't.
The boat hole.
I just.
Q said, do not jump out this boat hole. But I think Q's mad because there are people walking to work. There are people crossing the Thames right now with a scone and some tea. They look over to their left. And there's a boat flying out of the building.
Ethan.
Personal.
I can't do that.
I just can't help.
Honey, did you see
thinking
that?
I'm
I swear to God, that building just spat out a boat.
Latest in interception countermeasures and 6 beverage cup holders.
John Cleese, how do we feel about bringing in John Cleese? Because we know we're on the verge of saying goodbye to Desmond Llewellyn, and I don't know how to feel about this. I think I like it. I don't like John Cleese as this pick. He's too, like, specific. Monty Python, that vibe doesn't need to be in Bond. But I think it's great that we get to have a little succession for Desmond Llewellyn, and we don't just lose him in between movies where the actor dies of old age and then there's nothing. You know what I mean? So I actually really appreciate what they try to do here, and it's maybe the only thing I really love about this movie. But John Cleese is a weird pick.
Beverage cup holders.
Great
I've
jokes.
tried to teach you 2 things. First,
Lot of
never
boat
see you
shots.
bleed.
And we're skiing again because we're
Have an
Bond.
escape plan.
Good stunt.
For the
Good
world's
stunts.
greatest
Good
secret agent.
stunts.
You've just used hundreds of these, right?
Bad visual effects.
When the stakes are high
Yeah, but they're usually standing still.
Life's full of small
She just
and
shouts.
the danger hits too close to home.
Oh, well, if you want, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but if you wanted to know how it ends with James in the boat,
Danger hits too
James
close to
bails.
home.
Sorry, boat.
He has M.
By noon tomorrow, you'll feel nothing at all.
I thought it was your.
Doesn't M get kidnapped in Skyfall too?
It's not just professional.
Someone's tampered with the bomb.
It's
More
personal.
monotone shouting from Denise Richards.
Somebody's gonna have my butt.
First things first. I'm gonna.
I mean, we're just talking about like lazy Bond writing here, right? Someone's gonna have my butt. First things first.
I have to get it back, or somebody's gonna have my butt.
First things first.
First things first, I have to have your butt. First things first, let's get your butt. That is so lame. And do you hear? They slap the bass. They do the slap of the bass that we had. It was in GoldenEye or Tomorrow Never Dies. We just did it, I think, in the last video. But they don't even have the courage of their own convictions. So listen how quiet the bass slap is.
Can have my butt.
First things first.
They did it, but even they were like, dumb.
Who's afraid now, Mr. Bond?
I will not miss. I never miss.
Do you want to put that
I also
in
don't
English?
miss. No one misses.
Why am I suddenly worried I'm not carrying enough insurance?
Your time is up.
Let's talk about the buzzsaw. The helicopter buzzsaw thing is embarrassing. This is so bad. And if you've been watching these videos, you remember I actually loved the buzzsaw yo-yo from Octopussy. That's hilarious. Not practical, but silly on a fun scale, right? He chops the bed in half. But this thing is so clunky and dumb, it just feels like the producers of these movies are going back and watching the old movies and they're like, yeah, we did buzzsaw yo-yo, but what about 3 buzzsaws and bigger and attached to a helicopter and so high up in the air that as long as you're not 25 feet tall, it's really no danger.
Your time is up.
It's really no danger. It's up there. Even that classic car rocket
The
that had...
world is not enough.
How many words were on that title? Excuse you? Albert R. Broccoli's Eon Productions presents Pierce Brosnan as... Pierce got his name above the title in whatever this mess of credits is as Ian Fleming's James Bond 007 in The World Is Not Enough 007 TM. That title is not enough. Hey friends, jumping in with a quick reminder to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to support what we do here. It costs you nothing and it means everything to us. Now back to Bond. Weirdly, my spirits get up for this one actually. This one, it's a little extra weird in a cool way. Do you remember this opening? I think I'm gonna be making fun of this a lot. Based on my memory, I think I'm gonna be teasing this one a lot. But can we talk about how cool the opening was? They literally just have James captured, beaten up, tortured, and that's the opening credits. There are no naked chicks doing backflips through waterfalls. This is James Bond being tortured in North Korea to a Madonna song that may be considered low-grade torture in some territories.
Too high a price.
The mission was compromised.
My bad,
The
Madonna.
same person who set me up then has just set me up again.
Yeah, a lot of
So I'm
ice.
going
That
after
guy,
him.
not a great villain. Hey, ice CGI gun barrel thing. They've been doing that a lot in the 90s.
Got your attention.
Tell me what you
They froze the lion.
Light the fuse on any explosive situation
Tell me the diamonds.
Don't blow it all at once.
Love it.
What happened to you? Bond.
and be a danger to
He's a
himself
cool
and
henchman,
others.
though. That big, scary guy with the diamonds in his face was kind of cool.
My friends call me Jinx.
Okay,
My friends call
I
me
want to talk
James
about
Bond.
this. Guys, let's compare movie to movie. I know Die Another Day is not perfect, and like I said, I'm going to clown on it a little bit. I'm going to clown on Halle Berry. But look what they've done. The producers of the last film had everybody who had been hot in movies in the past 3 months. But now we've got a young Rosamund Pike, who is actually a great actress and is currently 25 years later leading the Wheel of Time series on Amazon. Plus Halle Berry, who, yes, is hot. I want to say like Monsters Ball, all that stuff, the sort of Halle Berry Renaissance thing is happening. But she's an established actor. She's been around a long time. She's in The Last Boy Scout, for crying out loud. They're thinking bigger. I don't know. They're just making better choices even through this wackiness.
Now there's a mouthful.
Who sent you?
Your mama.
You don't like that? You don't like that? It's not corny. It's corny, but like not in a Bond way corny. They go the other way and let her do a modern response. And I remember this feeling fresh.
Who sent you?
Your mama.
Yo, mama.
Glad you could make it, Mr. Bond.
The ice chase was fun, but so stupid, right? So stupid. Didn't make sense. It was sun.
My dreams.
That's fun and silly.
Time to draw the line.
But it seems
Laser
you've become
effects are
useful again.
pretty weak in this
Time to
low-res
let me do
trailer.
My job. So, this is where they keep the old relics, eh? Twist so, voila. You know, you're clever.
Okay, a little fun with the editing in the trailer.
Cleverer than you are.
This John Cleese vibe is not needed, bro. I'm not into it.
James, be careful.
An ice palace can be such a treacherous place.
I take it Mr. Bond's been explaining his big bang.
What is happening with the writing in this? Like, I'm not even mad. My man said, an ice palace can be a treacherous place. We're used to dealing with cliches or little twists on cliches. Is that not the antithesis of a cliche? Has anyone ever said that before or since?
James, be careful.
An ice palace can be such a treacherous place.
Yeah, because the floors are slippery. What do you?
His big bang theory.
Yeah, I think I got the thrust of it.
Must you touch
And that's bad, right? That's like a bad. You can even tell Halle Berry's like, I have to do up the line.
Put you back into it, eh?
I know some people you're going to like it and you're going to be mad at me for pointing this out again. A couple movies ago, I think it was one of the Daltons. He rides a truck up onto a mound of dirt to avoid an incoming rocket. And it's cut badly worse in the trailer, but still is very silly. Makes no sense. If there's no mound of dirt, there's no more James Bond movies because he's dead. Same thing a little bit here with like, well, if the car ever flips over, I have a perfect device to flip it back.
Let's get down to business.
Just solving specific problems that aren't real unless you write them into a movie.
Not yet.
But it's kind of a cool, unique. I mean, we never do ice. We do snow a lot, but we never did ice. It's the ice movie. Madonna. And there you have it, part 8 of our Bond trailer reaction series, closing out Pierce Brosnan with The World Is Not Enough and Die Another Day. What a time to be watching Bond movies. That was weird. I was starting to lose faith there as a kid, I seem to remember. But we're heading into Daniel Craig next. An exciting time, a very different time. The Bond franchise is basically going to restart. So all of this stuff that has happened is going to be non-canonical memories to us as we go into the Daniel Craig era. So thanks for joining me so far, and I look forward to having you next time. Until then, we live here, only on VHS. Hey, Craig, you know an ice palace can be a...
Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Check out more of our videos. Leave a comment. Or don't. You do you.